Test. I think we're good here. Give me guys 1 second, trying to clear out some things. Alright, I think now we're good to go. Let me check if it is working perfectly. Gotta raise the volume a little bit on the volume. Let me try now, see if everything is working perfectly. Alright, I think now we good. Alright, what's up everybody? Let me go and start real quick. How's everybody doing? Alright. So like directly looking on daily, like comparing to Monday's range, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, also Monday's range, like today's range is already huge. Like just compare this candle with like Monday, it's bigger, almost kind of same as Thursday's range, but yeah, this one is too big, so we gotta be a bit cautious right there. Trading indices. So that's kind of like looking on indices. First things first, we're kind of traded below low. We are trading within last week's new week opening gap. Let me play some music. All right. No, remove this. All right, we good. Let me go real quick. Let's see what's going on with these. Try to make this smaller. All right, that's better. That is better. All right, so the day opened somewhere in here. Yeah, it opened right here. Literally today's range like has no wick to the top, which is a bit concerning. Yeah, this is something like you rarely see. Just looking at previous days of PA, like that's something so rare, where that new day has literally no wick, just opened low. But yeah, what I really want to see, like I don't like the fact that we failed to see ISD here, and also we're showing a failure to manipulate. We're showing the fact that prices kind of react to that level. But what I ideally want to see, price is forming a gap right now, right? What I really want to see is the manipulation of that high into this gap. This is the new validation level. Form a new swing right there. That way we can anticipate the failure of that low to then continue to that low. But like ideally, just to get a trade from here to somewhere in the EQ of that candle or back to the lows. Like that's really like what I'm gonna be looking for going on HO. Oh wow, that's like a whole different story. Wow. Like real kind of traded below a significant level. The next relevant swing. So this is the first relevant swing. This is that next relevant swing. So price manipulated at that relevant swing. I think this is gonna close the C3 most likely because it's got like 5 minutes left to close. So what we might anticipate is price trading into these failure swings. So this day supports a bullish expansion day, not expansion day, just a bullish formation. Why? Due to the fact that this is like such a big wick, which doesn't support an expansion day. But again, we can still see continuations into these relevant swings. So like on HO, on CL, I actually wanted to look for sells due to the fact that this candle is closing as an inside bar, which is not favorable actually. HO is showing signs of strength. Let me see if we have any SMTs right there. Let me see. Let me try to mark out some SMTs. So this is that low. We do have an SMT. We got an SMT with Friday's low. With Friday's low, so let me put the mouse right. You know what? I forgot. I can just use two charts. Why did I forget to do that? All right. So where are the SMTs? We got SMT right here already. Oh. Not really. We don't have any SMT. We only have like some sort of strain switch right there. Yeah. Just. So. ويا صوت هذا بشي سيمان والله ما شام streaming. Are you doing good? Alright, so let me go to RB. Let me go to RB. And I think RB will see similar case. I think yeah, it's most likely going with HO. But yeah, on RB, we do have this SMT. So RB supports the fact that we have an SMT right here. Like, if you want to take longs, HO is preferable. Why? You got the clean C2 closure, C3 closure. RB is just ranging within the 2 a.m.'s range. Also CL it was ranging just within 2 a.m.'s range. So like the favorable one is HO, but ideally I want to see price retrace within like around the EQ of that candle for me, new swing, and that high itself would be my first target. Yeah, so like HO, I'm interested in trading HO. For NQ, for like NSCs, that's not good. Like price really expanded comparing to like the past, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, yeah, this candle just expanded lower. Again, it's the same case. Like literally no wick to the top, no wick to the top. Again, CL, no wick to the top. Where is CL? CL is here. If you guys check, come on, where is this so slow? Looking at the high of day, the current high of day on CL, again, no wick was formed, like literally straight expansion. Same for NQ, same for ES, and we have a small wick on YM. But again, looking at that current day's range, it really expanded, and look at that. Showing signs of reversal, showing signs of reversal. Same for that one. So let me go to H4, see what's going on right there. So let's just mark out what's going on. So this is that daily open. Daily open is right here. But again, so we got the C2. You could have traded the candle, the 6 a.m. candle just into the high, slash the gap. But now, this is where it gets tricky. We are inside of a gap. This was the C2, this was C3. So logically speaking, you should anticipate a C4. But again, this is that next invalidation level. So the only thing that I would really be looking for is just a retracement back, ideally on the upper half of that candle's range. Form a swing. If you form a swing, then I would anticipate this high to fail. Or if you form an hourly swing, sweeping the 6 a.m. high favorably with some sort of SMT, then I would be looking for shorts into the current low of day. But like ideally I prefer sells. Why? Daily is bearish, 4 hour is within a gap, same for ES within a gap, YM is within a gap. I took a long one. NQ. You're always getting early, man. You're always getting them early trades. Let me check. 951. So probably after this CISD. Yeah. You waiting for this CISD? So right here, you got long right here. Stops below. But what you're aiming for, you're anticipating the failure of the high, is 50% of the range. You're going for that swing, right? So you're almost, let me see what's your RR right there. Oh, so we're going for 2R. Alright, I see. Let me see what was going on in 30 minutes. I haven't even checked. Interesting, but like for now, we are in a really tough spot to trade, but that's like, that's not a trade I would actually take. Let me check. That's why I don't trade before 10 a.m. Oh wait, you took it based off the 3 minute, right? You took this closure. We'll stop here. Going for 2R, which should be the EQ of the range. So now I see what you're thinking. You're taking on M3. If it's on M3, that's good. Because while you got that double CISD, intercandle changing state within the C2. So now you're more protected. Why? Because it's more aligned. So that's good. I thought you were taking on M1 because you always take trades on M1. This one is good. Actually, this one's good. Even though the wick is fat, like we got a big wick, but again, this is 930, so it's something to be anticipated. Let me go on gold, see what's going on gold. 3 minutes, yep. Let me clean, remove 120. What's this? Add other NCL, table view, chart symbol, okay. No. Alright. I actually wanted to take a sell on CL, on gold. There was a real clean short. I was actually watching it, but I just didn't take it. Why? Because I only trade to 10 a.m. So that's why. This short was clean into this swing, or after this swing, showing the failure to manipulate. So this was the first swing. This was the second swing. So if you wanted to take that one, you can go for the lows. And there was a real clean entry right there. Let me check. Yeah, there's this open low, open high. Could have taken this entry with stops at the high, going for 1 or 2, or try to kind of squeeze to R out of it, which would be just around here. Kind of go for a limit right here. That would be your short. That was a really good short. But yeah, I think 6 a.m. did most of the work today. 6 a.m. for real, check. 6 a.m. is the biggest candle. Like also the 1800 candle was a big candle. All right, so we're seeing on each O. So now we have we get that 4-hour CISD confirming the weekly low. All right, so again, trading away from the current weekly low / daily low, which is good to see. So now what do I really want to see? Let's go. Next invalidation level is the gap itself. Let me turn off the indicator because it's just horrible for the time being. So the 4-hour did form a CISD confirming the low of day, confirm the week, the low of the week. So what do I really want to be looking to trade away from, to trade off of, is this from this gap. I don't like to trade from a CISD, like from the opposing candle. I don't want the swing to form off the opposing candle. Like ideally I want to see a swing right here, and either to see SMT with the SMT itself, with the fair value gap. So either an SMT right here or another SMT here, or between whatever that swing was formed on that gap. So for example, let's say we formed a swing right here, like a candle right here. Then the next candle I want to see an SMT with the candles themselves. So let's just wait for a 30-minute candle closure, because why? This is the C3, this is the C4. So this candle is not tradable. Let me go on hourly. Let me see what's going on right there on the hourly. This is a C3. Like logically on the hourly, you can still trade this candle. Let me look on an M5. All right, I think if we get that CISD, I'm going to take it. Let me see. Because on hourly, we got a C2 right here. This is the C2 candle, but we got it inversed by C3. So now this is the C3. Now what we're expecting is C4 to be formed off of somewhere in here between the close and this AQ. If we're really going to M5, what's in there? Like what's the area of interest that we can look to trade off of? Either this low or this low. So we want to see the fair. We want to see a manipulation of one of them lows, and then the closer above. And not just that, we got SMT. I got an SMT right here, which is good. So yeah, that's something I'll be looking to trade actually. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna look to trade this one. So my stop is gonna be at this low. My TP is gonna be at this high. I'm not gonna anticipate that this high to be taken out. And now I will try to squeeze 2R out of it. That's it. That would be my entry. So let me put a limit right there. All right, let me see what's gonna happen right there. Alright, I think we're not getting that trade. So again, I'm still gonna wait for that closure above. I'm still gonna wait for that new swing to be formed and then the continuation higher. Wow. Gold. That was a beautiful short on gold. Alright. So for NQ, the only thing I would be looking for is an hourly swing to be formed right here to continue with the overall trend. So we're seeing CISD, high, high, high. So I'm anticipating a new high to be formed right here to put in a new low. So the current daily range is, so we got this one, then it got retested, then you can put it right here. So that's the current dealing range between the high and that low. But look at that. Yeah, there's nothing really to trade on NCs for the time being. Yeah, I'm not interested. Price already expanded heavily. Like just going with the current daily range, price just retested the AQ. So now we have a rebalance range. We have a balanced range. So let me see. Going to M5. Let me go on RB. See what's going on in RB2. Yeah, same. Ideally, I want to see a new swing. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna be trading gold at all. I'm not sure, but let's see. I'm actually interested in trading HO right now. I really want to trade this failure to manipulate to then continue higher to these highs, which is the current weekly high, if I do remember. I think, yeah, the current high of week. So again, we're trading from the current low of week, from the current weekly low to the current weekly high. But again, the only thing that would kind of justify it is the fact that we see a failure to manipulate with that, a failure to manipulate with this high, and then we can treat the C4, candle 4, into these relevant highs. But again, ideally, what you really want to see is a new swing formation on the lower time frame to then continue higher, or that failure to manipulate, which I think we're gonna get. Yeah. And now we're adding the fact that we have like this gap, which is good. So that would be like kind of that reversal sequence, a sweep followed by an inversion, then a CISD. And now I'm trading the C4, the low of the C4. So yeah, that would be a good confluence with an SMT right here. We can anticipate the fact that price might trade up into that high. But the only concern is, I'm gonna put on my limit right there. If my stop, for my stop to be protected, it has to be here. For my TP, for a safer TP, it will be right here because you don't really know if price is gonna reverse out that level or not. We go back on the H4. Yeah, that's like the irrelevant swing itself. So you don't really know if price is just gonna reverse off because sometimes price like goes near E level, then yeah, it just pauses there and never trades back up into the high. Let me see if I can find an example. Yeah, just look at that high. Price traded so near it and then traded lower. So I don't want to put myself in a position where I can lose all my profits. So I'm just gonna look for a safer TP. That first high is gonna be the TP. So going to that high, that's giving me like 1.5 R. So I'll have to play with the entry, probably like ask for price to kind of trade back into that inversion. So if price inverts that gap, I'm kind of will be asking for price to trace back to that gap to then continue higher. So that will be where I put my limit by because this is the only area where it will give me 2R. So I will take my 2R up into that high. Yeah, like they got a relevant swing followed by a next relevant swing. So I don't know if price is gonna blow through it. or price will just trade lower, which is more ideal. I hope price just forms a new swing and my TP will be just this high itself. That would be like a really A plus. So let's see. Nothing really. Nothing. Okay, so that's good. So we got a PSP. I got a PSP right here. And I think we're gonna form a two-stage PSP. So this candle trade above that high. So we do have that two-stage PSP. Again, this is not a two-stage PSP with the previous candle, but like it's not a swing. Ideally, you really want to see an SMT like with this high. Why? Because it's more of a swing, not just a candle. So ideally, I really want to see this SMT with that candle, and then I could trade it back somewhere within this range. So I can trade it back into these opposing candles, slash this gap for price to fill this gap. That would be my trade. So it's going from internal to internal. Hi bro, what's up, Ferguson? How are you doing, brother? Let me see what's going on right there. Let me see if I was gonna take it. Well, my stop would be like, what's my risk? So let me see. It's not here, so I'll have to go on over here. So let me see. Let me see if I'm gonna take that trade. It has to be up into the high. That would be my TP. My stop is gonna be somewhere in here. So my 2R should be here. So if I create the limit, so I'll be going with 2. I'll take 2. 2 contracts up into that high. But again, I have to see the CISD. All right, so let me just go back there. Prepare 2 contracts. Okay, that's good. So once I get that closure above, my limit is gonna be there. And yeah, we'll see how that trade plays out. Let's see if we're gonna get that closure on the 3 minute. Is it the same level? Oh, the 3 minutes is even higher. Okay, since this is like more of a M5 trade idea, so just stick to the M5. Let's see. Come on, give me a clean close. Let me see the closure. Yeah, probably just close at the high itself, which is not ideal. So I have to wait for the next 5-minute candle to be able to enter, and hopefully this candle doesn't run. Or I can confirm with this entry. So what do we have? We get that inversion, which is a good sign actually. So that's that first reversal sequence. And at the same time, let me see if price respected that gap or not. Nope. Nope, it did not. Yeah, nope, it did not. Alright. So just wait and see now. On an M5, let me see if there's any other PD radar price. Oh wow, we're holding this gap. Okay, that's good. So price is holding a gap, traded below a swing, formed SMT, traded in a C4, the low of the 10 a.m. candle. So there's some compliments there. If we get that closure above, that would be a good trade. Let's see. And that would be perfect. Like either a win or a loss, we can be done like 16 minutes into the session, which is good. Because I always take just one trade per day. Like, just call it a day. And price is also forming a new invalidation level. So there's reason for price to trade back into this gap. Hopefully. Oh, that was it. Oh, I did not see this one. Yeah, this was also good trade. Let me remove this one. This one was also good. Let me remove that one. Again, it's all within the 6 a.m. So, yeah, I don't trade the 6 a.m. candle. And I think I might change my opinion soon, guys. Like, it's just the 6 a.m. sometimes provides some really good trades. And now, with the session starting like 1 hour after, so the 6 a.m. candle for me is like 7 p.m. So, I can trade a 7 p.m. candle. And yeah, because look at my time now. It's like 11 p.m. It's like too late for me, like so late. I think we're not getting that closure. Remove this one. Yeah. That's the beauty footing for close, for clean close. Look at that. Never got a closure above. But let me see what's going on in M3. So this is gonna set an alert right there. Now we'll just wait. So alert right there. I'm gonna put NQ back. Going to hourly. Alright. But again, on hourly, we also have that CISD. Prices forming a new gap. So would that be the continuation higher? Let's just watch and see. Because look at YM. Look at ES. Like some people will be looking to trade this candle. Like this is a C2. But like there's nothing really to target. There's nothing really to target. Like once we take out the high, what's the next objective? Like this gap? Kind of trading from a gap to a gap, which is not ideal. But like HO's looking cleaner because we got highs. And we get the higher time frame narrative, which is also good. On RV, there's nothing really. Is this RV? 190? Yeah, this is RV, so I'm gonna go put CN right here. All right, so the only assets, the only trade that I'm gonna be trading today is like the oil trade. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. Hopefully we can form a new swing here to confirm below the 6 a.m. Most likely we'll have some sort of SMT. Why? Because look at YM. It's like really far away. So the time this would retrace, most likely we can see a sweep with that candle with a gap formation. So yeah, so let me just, this how we'll go about it. It's like the first high within that discount is like this high itself. So really what I want to see, price did trade into this gap. So I can anticipate that price fail to reverse off of this gap, and then if we form a new swing within this one with some sort of SMT, because most likely, as I said, if price takes out this low, look at YM, it's really strong, so most likely will not retrace all the way back there, and also it would show that this SMT is failing. This SMT is not doing its job, so now we can use this SMT as the retracement SMT into this gap, and then this SMT, hopefully with like a two-stage PSP. Most likely now it's gonna close as a PSP. 10 minutes left, who knows? But again, for now it's a PSP. That will form that two-stage PSP swing, and we can trade not only into that high but also that high. That's the narrative that I have for now. Okay, that's good. And Q is retracing a little bit, which is good. $10 a.m. So this is 10 a.m. HO is still showing signs that it might reverse from there, but I just don't like the fact that price failed to close first. Price created a new gap, just kind of created this gap. So we got the inversion, and price created this gap. But like overall, it's not favorable. Like ideally, I really want to see price tracing back here and forming a new swing. That would be the ideal scenario. Ideal scenario. Are we getting that closure above on HO? And is it favorable to trade now? It's a bit. Like this failure to close just put me off, man, for some reason. It's like why you fell on the first time. Why you failed on the first try. I'm gonna just go with one contract if I'm gonna go with that one. Let me see. Yeah, it's just like the intentions are not clear. Like it's just failure to close first time, second time, now the third time. Like it's just it just putting me off. It's just compared to this closure. Yeah, just look at that, bro. First, second, the third close. It was used this liquidity before trading higher. Especially with like these two are close proximity lows. So yeah, who knows? And just below them, there's that 30-minute gap. So if it shows intent from the first or second candle, yeah, that would be good. But like just now we're forming a swing. Oh my god. Should I be so picky? Let's see. Yeah. Nah, not gonna take it. Yeah, especially with disclosure now. Not with disclosure, with this retracement. Just the minute we took out the high, even if we close above, like that's a big red flag for me. Let me see how that 1 minute will close. Yeah, close bearish. Yeah, and also like the triad is also retracing. CL is retracing, RB is retracing. So that makes sense. So why it's doing what it's doing. We got that SMT right here, which is still holding. Still doing its job. Compare the high with the high on RB. So yeah, still doing its job. But like ideally, yeah, I just want to see new swing formation. That's it really for me. Wow. That's so ugly. CISD, sweep it low, price form the gap, respected it, close for above, entry stop, target this high. That's a bad trade. think that's. Can you guys hear me now or not? If you guys can hear me, let me know. Because I got the earphones plugged to the mic, and if I get a voice loud, whenever I speak, I hear my voice back, so it's not comfortable. So let me know if you guys can still hear me right now. Alright, so now the only thing I'm gonna be looking for in HO is your new swing formation. That's the only thing I will be looking for. Yeah, on M5. Did we clear all the lows? No, we did not. So, yeah, the only thing that I would be looking for actually on HO is just the fact that, yeah, because by the time now, price is gonna close above, probably like within like 10:45, 10:50. So now, I was expecting to trade a C4. So this is the candle 3. I was expecting to trade a candle 4, expansion candle 4. But does that look like as an expansion candle? No, it does not. So yeah. So the only thing that's gonna support the idea is a new swing formation, confirming the low of the 10 a.m. And what do we have? We have a PSP. What do we need? E2 stage PSP into that gap, and probably. So what I really want to see, this candle trade in here, trade into the gap, but like closing back into the closing above previous candle's low. That would be a C2 with that two-stage PSP, because this is a PSP. So we got now the PSP first and the SMT second into a gap. Now we can like trade it higher. And that SMT is gonna be what? A retracement SMT. So hopefully kind of CL also manipulates this inside the bar is low. So yeah, that's really what I want to see on HO. Even though like the hourly would close bullish, but that's fine. It would close bearish. By the time, like if this one closes bearish, this hourly candle would close bearish. So I would be trying to take buys. And then with the fact that the previous candle was a bearish candle, but that's alright. Why? Because we get the framework on the 30 minute. And are we gonna get an hourly opposing swing to trade to the downside? Especially with price like forming a new swing high. Yeah, I could price form in this swing. That's interesting actually. Do I have any SMTs? Yeah, we do. Damn. Look at this SMT. So in Q went from the weaker asset to the stronger asset. Look at that. Look at that same high. This high right here is here. So from stronger to weaker. While in Q from weaker to stronger. Inside like a 4-hour gap. Also after the range has been just rebalanced. So that's interesting. So we got a C2 actually. We got the C2 right here. But again, it wasn't formed off of anything, which is not good. Let me see. We still got that relevant swing sitting below. So come on. Come on, HO. Trade just a little bit lower and give us that trade. Alright, I think HO might just go without us. We do have a two-stage PSP. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, we have to wait for this 30-minute candle close, but hopefully, yeah, I really want to see price kind of clearing out this range into that gap with an SMT. Failure swings to target. That would be good. So this one's higher. Alright. Let me see what's going on right there. CL is not doing anything. Yeah, I think price is just playing around. Again, we'll have to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. But look at the range. Like compare. Like let me just try and go with like 6 candles here. Just compare this candle's range with like this range. Again, price did range here, and 9 a.m. candle was a trigger to expand higher. But like for now, but just before the expansion, we got like that sweep. So hopefully we can get a sweep with these lows, form a new candle 2 closure inside this gap, and then we can trade that. We can target this high and also that next relevant swing, which would be that high itself. CL, you're just like chopping up. Also in Q, there's nothing really significant. Like the framework is not really clear. Like we're trading within a gap. We manipulated the 6 a.m. candles high, but look at YM just expanding higher. ES too. Like for ES, I wouldn't be able to get that expansion. Why? Because like we're trading within a gap. I'm like on an hourly. There's nothing really to target on the way down. Like there's nothing really to target. The only thing they could frame is just like, okay, this is a candle 2. We're failing to manipulate this gap. We're gonna go next to. It's like this gap, probably this high. Like overall, the framework on NSCs today is not good. Like there was a clean trade yesterday on NSCs. Like where was it? I mean, like it was within this candle to kind of trade it back to that low. That was the cleanest short yesterday. Like today we don't have such thing. So, oh, my battery is low. My keyboard's battery is low. I need to plug in. Gold, beautiful. Wow. Gold, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do, gold? Oh, wow. NQ flipped bullish. So the framework for like longs from this gap has been invalidated, and now the only thing you can trade is more of a hope for price to go to that high after this candle 3 closure. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like they'll be like, okay, price fell to reverse off this gap, which is the first key level within this range, or you could even go with that range, or if you go with that range, then yeah, that would be valid. If you go with that range or this current dealing range, which is the current daily daily range, then yeah, that would be kind of that first area within the discount. Oh, premium. I mean, not discount. So just above the AQ, this is the first relevant swing. So the only anticipation is like, okay, price failed to reverse out this gap, so probably reverse out this high. And ideally, you'd want to see price trading above that high before that closure. Why? Because this high itself might be the reversal point. Because sometimes what we tend to see is we get a gap. So either price would reverse off of the gap itself directly, or it'll create that key level that we can form SMT off of and then trade lower. So, come on. So, if we trade above that high, so now, all we need to see for a reversal, price to continue lower. But, if we're not seeing open low, high, now this invalidates the framework of, okay, price is going to reverse from here. That's most likely the failure to manipulate this high, this gap. Now we're going to the next. Yeah, HO is just going to go. Good luck, HO. Have a safe drive. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Like, this is like too late in the lay. Like, too late in the candles for me to start taking a failure to manipulate. Especially that this is the C4. Come on. Go to notifications away, guys. Notifications off. Let's see if that would be a good trade or not. Let's see if we're gonna miss a good trade or not. Like, if I were to enter, I would enter from here. But why I don't want to enter? Just look at the time. I'm trading the C4, expansion C4. Like 43 minutes in, and prices fell into to reverse. So it's just not giving me signs of reversal. So what we got on ES, on YM, 2-stage PSP. First stage, second stage. First stage is the SMT itself, second stage is the PSP. So we got a 2-stage PSP right there. For now, again, still got 15 minutes to close, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it shows like so indecisive, which is not good. This song is such a hit. It's good. It's such a chill song. I highly advise you guys listen to it. If you guys like a chill type of music. Let me see. All right, we got. Oh wow, HO did close above. All right, let's see. We're gonna miss on a good trade or not. Like, if I were to enter, I would probably set my limit right there. And again, I will be asking price to retest this gap and then continue higher. Let's see if we're gonna trade above the high. Just looking at 3-minute. Alright, so what do we got? A 2-stage PSP. Alright, come on. Ideally, I want to see price trading above the high. Then what? New swing to form. Stop there. So yeah, there is a framework on HO. Let's see. HO, there's something to trade. Yeah, HO is still the framework for today. Overall, it's still the. That's interesting to see. Okay. Let me see. So again, the reversal framework on NQ is setting up, especially with that two-stage SMT, with that string switch SMT. That's a beautiful string switch SMT. Why? Look at YM. Put in low low, then a high high. For that one, high high, lower low. And also, if you go on a 30-minute and take a look right there, what do we got? Come on. All right, that's good. So what do we got? A PSP, and now a two-stage PSP. So now this is the trigger for reversal. You can directly trade this candle, especially after the SMT being put in. Like this closure is the trigger, like this closure. Like now you're trading with any protected high, but like for me, I would wait for a new swing to form. Like this can be a trade either to the lows or like to the low of the 6 a.m. candle, which is somewhere in here. not this one. Yeah, this is the low, the 6 a.m. But like for me, I just rather just wait for more confirmation. Why? Because I'm framing the idea off of the hourly, not the 30-minute itself, and I don't like to trade. This would be a C2 on YM and on ES. So I'm trading like the C3 only on this asset. So like ideally, what I really want to see like a retracement back into some sort of gap, and then a new swing formation, and then I'll trade it. But yeah, this one is good, especially. Let me see. Yeah, especially with the fact that we got a CISD right here, another one right here. So yeah, this can be the trade to go for 2R, but like for me, I'd always just wait for the next swing to form. Like for 2R, I'm sure it will give 2R. Let me see HO. HO straight and lower. All right. Like I'm sure it will give 2R. But yeah, hopefully one of them assets will give that clean up and high low. I'm looking at hourly. Are we trading back? We're closing back into the hourly candle range. That's good. Like YM's like really overbought. So if I really want to trade, I would trade NQ or ES. But ideally NQ, because it's the weakest. ES is the mid asset. It would be like the first to catch up, and then NQ, and then ES. Like it will be like the slowest to catch up. Like to these fair swings. Let's see. Let's see. Would this be a miss or a hit? Let's see. Will this be a miss or hit trade? But like the target ideally is this low. She's the 930 low. Six minutes left. Let me see. Again, if we get that closure, if we get it before the 11 a.m., then I'm not gonna trade it. If we get it after the 11 a.m., that would be good. Yeah, I think we're gonna get it before. Wow. So yeah, NQ, come on, NQ, give us a trade. Come on, NQ. Like this could still be the trade, but again, I'll be trading a C2. Ah, NQ, come on. 2R is somewhere in here, okay. Just put a line. Yeah, I think I missed the short on NQ. Yeah, I think it's missed. Do you use 6 hours, 7 hours? No, I don't. I only have it as a time frame here. I did used to look at it, but yeah, it's just trying to keep it as simple as I can. Just try and focus on one thing, man. If you use like the 6 hour, 7 hour, like AM trades uses the 7 hour, like it's good actually. Like if you want to just profile the next 7 hour candle, but 6 hours is just not good. I think the 7 hour is good. 7 hours is such a good time frame. Just look at that. You swing, expansion, swing, expansion. If you can perfectly frame trades out with the 7 hour, that would be perfect. But like, you gotta be cautious right there, man. That's good. Let's look at hourly. The hourly price is closing the gap, which is a good sign. That's a good sign, man. Leaving equal lows. That's perfect. Oh, the two-stage PSP. Yeah, come on. That first closure, I'm gonna smash it, bro. I'm just gonna go for one or two. But like ideally, I just want to see like a 3 minute candle trading back into this gap, and then yeah, expansion. Six-hour time frame day and see, yeah. But like, use what works for you, and why you want to use the 6 hour or the 7 hour. You gotta ask yourself the question: why do I want to add it to my trading? Is it just because somebody uses it, somebody good in the industry uses it, or because you think it will be beneficial for your trading? As soon as I will get that closure below, I'm in on that short. That would be a good short, I guess. I'm still on 5. M5, M5. Okay, trading within a gap, which is good. So this closure would be a beautiful closure. I can trade this. Stops above. 1, 2. Quick and easy. That's good. Nice. Alright. So I'm just gonna set some alerts right here. Yeah, like ideally we don't wanna see price forming that new swing. Yeah, like maximum sweeping this gap and then closing back into the range. Alright, good. Which one is easier to profile, daily or 4 hour? 4 hour. I think I'm gonna go with HO for a long right here. Let me see. Nah, NQ is cleaner. I'm going NQ. So again, my stop is at the high. Now as long as my TP, like ideally I want to see my TP right here. So like the furthest my entry will be is like somewhere in here. So if I create my order, oh wow, that's crazy. Let me go to MNQ. Let me go MNQ. It's like for my TP, this is the furthest I want it to be because that's my draw. So for 2R, it's gonna be 4 contract, 5 contracts. Yeah, I'll go with 5 contracts. Well, let's see if we're gonna get that closure or not. So that would be the level. The maximum where I can put the limit. Okay. Let me go back in NQ right now. Go back in NQ. So for like the 4 hour, why? Because you would frame the next 4 hour candle just by the previous 4 hour, and you will get the framework within like an hour or 30 minutes. So for example, you want to trade the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle, you would frame how the 10 a.m. would form based off the 6 a.m. and your confirmation would be like 30 minutes or an hour within that 4 hour candle. So it's like easy for you to frame, and also the duration. Now we're just aiming for like a 3 hours expansion, but the daily we're aiming for like 24 hours, which is a lot more. Not 24 hours, like 23 hours, because like the market closes an hour per day. Can you explain your own liquidity and relevant swing weight? As easy as this. The closest low or high that aligns with your target. So for example, if I want to take sells and this is the closest low to my TP, this is my draw. That's it. Like as simple as this. Because price goes from a high to a low. Like this is how price goes. Like high, low. Now trade it into a high. So logically, if I want price to trade lower, then it's gonna obviously trade into a low, which is the closest low. This one. So this is my draw. Relevant swing point is when we have, for example, a low of day, high of day, or when we have a high that swept the previous high. Now this is like a really relevant swing. Why? Because it did something. It did something really relevant. So again, there are too many explanations. Like Some people say it's this, some people say it's that. But like for the draw, it's like the simplest you can put it is just, okay, I want to take sells, which is the next open relevant swing that I can use as a draw liquidity. This. Next one is this. That's it. Simple as this. Like there is no formula, there is no. It all depends on your direction. If you're trying to take sells, then that's your draw. If you want to take buys, that's your draw. Price is just fucking around. Let's see if we're getting that closure or not. See what M5 is doing. Oh wow, we got like 1 minute for that M5 to close. But like the M5 looks cleaner on ES than on NQ. 3 minute, we got like 3 minutes left to close. M5, that's crazy. Should I take this M5? Go get the SMT here. That SMT. Let's see. Let's just wait and see. If I want to take this trade, I just want to wait for that 3 minute close, man. Yeah, I just want to wait for that 3 minute close. I'll just wait for that 3 minute close. Like on the M3, the pullback is a lot cleaner. So yeah, on the M5 we did get that closure, but again, look at that M5 closure. Like we're still kind of trading them in this range. Like this one is like more of a bulky candle. But yeah, I just prefer like the M3. We get that clean, buy it or sell. So if we get that closure below, then yeah, I'm going like 5 contracts right there. Let's see if we're gonna get the closure or not. So this 5 contracts would allow me to go with like $500. So my stop should be here. My TP is just at that low. So that's the maximum. That's the furthest I want price to get to just match that limit. So ideally somewhere in here, like just to keep that 500 like clear. Or no, we can like. But yeah, let's just wait and see. But yeah, that M5 actually did it do its job. Wow. But yeah, let's see. Nonetheless, we can sell, get a trade here. Alright, so I'm just gonna put that set right there. Come on, let's see. Give me that shallow opposing run. Figure right, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my TC, like $530. That would be good. Let's see. Alright, I'm in right there. Let me just do this. Scale canvas. We're gonna do. Where is it? Trading. Profit and loss. Position. Alright. We're on the trade right there. So now it's just time for us to wait. Let's see. Like the beta entry was like for the retest, but it's just like $30 more, so it's nothing. Kinda nothing, so. See how my TP is right here? Let's see. Can you explain? You must see the elements to enter into a trade. 4-hour profile. Current 4-hour candle supports expansion, swing, open draw, lower time frame clean. That's it. I just try to frame everything based off the previous 4-hour candle and how I'm anticipating this current 4-hour candle to form. And where are my draws? Like now I got like this high is a draw, this one is a draw, but like this candle, this current 4-hour candle supports trading lower. So I'm just gonna do just that. Why? Due to the fact that we have a shallow opposing run an expansion to the downside, so that supports like a bearish expansion candle. So I'm just gonna trade a line with that one. We have a swing, open draw, clean lower time frame entry, open high. That forms the high that current 11 a.m. candle. So that's really it. If price trades back and takes me up, then the idea is invalid, and I'm just gonna call it a day and go tomorrow and do it again. But the probability of it working out the not is just. Yesterday there was a trade just like this one, but like yesterday was a bit more cleaner. It was a bit cleaner. Let me check, where was it? Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. Where's the draw? This low. This was the trade on yesterday. But like you could have taken on an M5. It was a lot cleaner on the M5. Where was it? Yeah. This was the closure. So again, previous candle formed the high. Any swing. So what do? You just trade that open high into your draw. That gives you like that 2R perfectly. So again, I'm just kind of doing that same thing right now. Going with this opposing candle. But like clicking on the M3, I picked the M3. Why? Due to the fact that we have a clean open high low. Now it's just a patience game. Now I just gotta wait for price to give us that trade. Let me see. Execution marks, execution labels. Yeah, that's good. We're just gonna put it ticks. Brackets, ticks. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. I'm gonna be back in a sec, boys. Hola, what's up? Oh wow, it's up $200. Okay, okay. Let me take that off. Let me take that off. Let me take that off. Should we manage the trade? Let me see how the candle 2 is closing. Nah, that's looking good actually. Yeah. The only concern is if price closes back above this level, then that would be a C2 inside of this opposing candle, which would be a bad sign, especially that we got this changing state. So yeah, that's the only time where I will have to manage the trade. Either close the trade or yeah, manage accordingly. But other than that, then that looks good. This is a candle 2, this is a candle 3, then I'll be looking for that candle 4 to just expand. If it just trades with like the same range that candle 3 did, if it closes somewhere in here, that would be perfect. It can go to TP, so yep. So yeah, the only thing that would confirm or kill the trade is the closure below this level. And yep, so I'm gonna go back, finish what I was doing. But first, let me check the chat. Can you explain your city? I did answer that already. How can I confirm daily reversal? Is that always essentially PSP reverse? Not always, but ideally yes. You'd want to see like some sort of PSP or SMT or strength switch or anything related to cracking correlation. So you don't want to see ideally a cracking correlation before that reversal. So let me just turn on the indicator. So we're seeing like 170. By the time price gets here, I'm probably up like $50 or something. So let's just see. We got 5 more minutes. You know what? I'm just gonna stay here for the next 5 minutes and then I'm gonna go. But why is price freezing up while the P&L is moving? While price isn't moving with, why is the candle isn't moving with the P&L? Do you guys see? Do you guys see that? The P&L is moving, but the candle is not. You know what? Just gonna put that shit back to break even. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on right there. So just gonna put it back to break even. Whatever happens, happens. I was gonna close the trade somewhere in here, but like let's just let it do its thing. Like this is that new invalidation level with that sweep, with that CISD. But yeah, let's see. I think I'll just put it back to break even because yeah, most likely the price is gonna close back into the range. And I don't wanna be the liquidity. And also we're late in the day. Especially like how far price traded. Just look at that range. It's just like a really big range. So yeah, either break even like a 1K. So ideally you want to enter before like a big move happened, but in that day like the move already happened. Let me see. Oh wow, what the fuck, man, that was a fucking beautiful trade. Holy shit, bro. Let me see if I was gonna take this trade, which I would actually. Okay, that's good. Our R was so shit. All right, that's good. That's good. Me missing that trade is just like, yeah. So for now, I'm putting stops at break even, but like if we get that closure below, I'm gonna move that stop to, yeah. Or if we get that 5-minute closure, oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Why? Oh, look at that. You got a sweep, CISD, second CISD. This is now a protected level. This is like that propulsion block off of this auto block. So now, not only putting my stops at break even, but also I'm gonna make some money. Gonna make some like $50. That price takes me out. So I don't know. Where's my stop, man? Like, where is my fucking buy stop? Where is my fucking buy stop? So I'm just gonna put my buy stops right here. That will give me, I don't know how much profit, but that like a point. Oh wow, beautiful. Come on, that's good. Come on, baby. Give me more 1K. I want to go to bed. Like this is 1 a.m., bro. I want to sleep. I want to go to bed. I want to sleep. I need some rest. I've been awake from 6 a.m. No, not 6 a.m. 8 a.m. in the morning, bro. And I only took a nap in for like 45 minutes at like 4 o'clock, or like 3 o'clock. I don't remember. But yeah. All right, beautiful. Let me see the other asset on Triad. Oh wow, that's good. They're still just ranging. Well, NQ is expanding. Now I'm in a good spot. I'm gonna make $50. I'm gonna make $50. Let me see how much I'm gonna make if I can take an out of break even. That would be create limit order. I'm gonna go with 5 units. And I'm already, oh, I'm gonna make $30. Wow, I'm a millionaire. Yeah, I'm gonna make $30 if I could take an out right there. So yeah, let's see. Are we gonna make 1K today? Or are we gonna make $30? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is it gonna be the 1K for the day or $30 for the day? Let's see what's gonna be the move. Like what's really clean is the fact that, let me go to NQ because that's like the indicator only is only able to spot. If I got in that trade, let me see, 2R will be somewhere in here. Like I'm going for this level. All right, let me go to PSPs. Let me see if we got any PSPs right there on the way down. Not really on M3. Not really. Yeah, there was a PSP right here. The wick already got mitigated, which is good. So for now, let me go back to MNQ. All right, $270. My buy stop is just at that high, which is that 5 minute and 5 high. So it's more like a break even trade. Like hopefully, price closes below. Hopefully, come on, man. Give me that closure. If you give me that closure, that's a really great confluence within that C3. So the candle 2, that is job, CISD, inter candle changing state. Now we serve that high, inter candle changing state, another CISD. Let's see. So I'll wait until 12, then I'm gonna go again because I got stuff to do, boys. So let's wait and see if we're gonna get that closure or not. If we get that closure, that would be. Can you guys hear me? Wait, let me check. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. That's perfect. All right. So yeah, this closure below is gonna give me the confluence that I'm looking for. From 400 to like $140. So like, let's see. Come on, 10 seconds more. 10 seconds to go. Come on. Trade lower. Do not trade back higher. Come on. All right. Let's say if that M5 candle is gonna confirm the closure. Like we did close below, which is a good sign. But I want to be cautious with my trade. That's the question, man. That's the question. I want to manage my trade. Like if I put the limit right here. Like 5, I'm gonna be risking $260 on a protected stop. But like, I don't know, man. No. Fuck's sake, what did I do? What the fuck did I just do? Oh my god, I was gonna remove the limit and I ended up moving my buy limit. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, did I just do, man? What the fuck did I just do? Oh my god, bruh. Fuck's sake. What just happened, bro? Man, I created this limit. I was gonna move this limit. And I fucking moved my buy limit and I ended up getting taken out. Oh my god, bro. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. That was a horrible experience, man. That was a horrible experience. I got in right here with stops above. I was going for this low. Fuck, man. I think price is gonna drop now. Oh my god, what did I just do, bro? By mistake, I closed the trade. Oh my god. That was a horrible mistake. Let me see. I got in at 771. My god. 771. Let me see how much I made. I got out at 750. That's so bad. Oh my god, I made $200. Fuck, man. I don't want to make $200. I want to make 1K for the day. I'm not happy with today, man. I'm not happy with it. Oh my god. that mistake costed me a lot. Let me guys check my P now. Let me check my P now. That's how much I made. 159. I'm not happy with the thing. I'm not happy with how this went. Really? Yeah. Now I was gonna comfortably move my stop to here, like $30 in profit, and yeah, either I make 30 or I make 1K. So like I'm gonna sacrifice $70 for the current profit, but yeah, it was absolutely worth it. Like you're risking you're either gonna make 30 or make 1K. Now like also these assets. Yeah, we got that C2. Oh my god, that's fucking beautiful. And the hourly, we got the closure below. Man, what just happened, bro? Like what just happened? My god. Let me go back on stream, see what happened right there. Let me go back on stream, see what happened right there. Cause that was a really dumb mistake. That was a really dumb mistake. I was gonna move my, oh my god, I was gonna move my limit. I ended up moving my stop. Let me see, it's right here. Let me see what happened right there. That's a good clip for that day, man. I think I'm gonna post that on IG, man. I think I'm gonna post that clip on IG. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna keep the stream going. And if it goes to TP, then yeah, you guys know what happened. If it goes to stop, like my stop at that point would be at the high, like literally on an M5. My stop would be right here. This is where my stop would be at. So let's see if price is gonna go to that TP first or to the high. I'm gonna put it like somewhere in here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, and yeah, I'm sure it's gonna hit TP, man. I'm sure it's gonna hit TP. Especially with like the hourly confirming the closure below. Now we just formed that shallow wick. I'm gonna trade below the low. I think the men are gonna trade below that low. It's just gonna flush. Like the only thing holding price now is like this gap. Is the only thing holding price for now. So price is gonna go. But yeah, man, that was that was the. Yeah, for the people that haven't seen what happened, let me show you guys what happened right there. I can't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the minute we're gonna break lower, I think it's just gonna flush. I think within like 15 to 20 minutes we're gonna get that TP probably. Or we're gonna get there first. And I hope, hopefully we see this. Now I'm just like, oh my god, go and take me out instead of just going to my TP. Alright, I'm gonna be back again in probably in 5 minutes. Alright, see you guys in 5 minutes. Let's see how that candle closes. But yeah, since it's not PSPing anymore, yeah, and it's gonna really be the trigger. YM closing below. The minute YM closes below, I'll trade back into the AQ because there's nothing really holding price right there, which would give ES and NQ to move. So yeah, as I said, probably within, as I said, like 15 to 20 minutes max, we'll have a TP. So I'm expecting, so this is like 10:05, like probably by here we'll have a TP. That's just what I guess. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. So let's see how this one plays out. Is it gonna go to TP or not? Yeah, the possibility is there. Like there's a high chance of price going there. Yeah. Like YM breaking close and below, that would be a really, really good sign for price to continue lower. Yeah, let me see on M5 like if I could have gone that 2R already. Let me see. I think 2R would be done by now. Damn, 2R is just like here. Damn, I don't know. My stop should be here. 2R is just like so nearby. Like 2R is just like a few steps away. It's like a few points away from current price. Or if you waited for the retest, which you had to wait for like 5 minutes more. So yeah, we got the SMT right there. Still got the SMT holding, doing its job. But yeah, I want to see that SMT break on YM. Like the minute this SMT breaks on YM, boom, we're going back to the EQ of that range, which would be the low NQ. But yeah, this was a horrible mistake. Yeah. Like wanting to move this sell limit, and I ended up moving my buy stop. I just like put it down. The minute I took it off, boom. I got tagged out. I got tagged out like all the way up here, just like that, bro. I got tagged out all the way up here. I wish I got tagged out right now. I would be up like a lot more. I got in like 771. Let me see, 771. Got in right here. I'll be up by now. How much? Create like an order. 5. I'll be up $600. My God. But yeah, that's alright. It happens. So still got, as far as I'm anticipating this to go, I think like 10 more minutes I'm gonna hit TP on like 15. Let's see, we just need like a candle like this, like 2 candles this size, or just maybe just one. Let me see, just one maybe. Yeah, almost 2 of that size, and then we can hit TP. But again, going to M3, let's see what's going on right there. We're trading off that gap. So where's our new invalidation level? This gap. So let me take that out. Just making the chart ugly. That's that new invalidation level. That's a good sign. We get that C2 closure. So we get that closure below. Again, that's a further confirmation. On YM, let me see. We got that M5 closure, which is a really, really good sign. Again, we're PSPing because of that YM. It's trading lower. And Q and ES are trading higher. So let me take off the indicator. Or no, let's just keep it right there. Let's just keep it. So yeah. And like, just looking on the hourly, just look at that, bro. Like we got that PSP. Reversing off of a PSP. And if you break down that hourly candle, what do we got? A 2-stage. You got 2-stage. So let me see, where was it? This is that 2-stage PSP. So the PSP was first, followed by a candle. So now this is that 2-stage PSP. Where's your target? Low itself, these fairy swings. But again, you gotta be cautious with that level, because he swept a previous level. So this wick, this level might cause some trouble. This level might cause some trouble. But yeah, the minute we're gonna get that M3 closure, boom, we're just gonna fall at the face of the earth. Probably just gonna fall out right there, just gonna flush. Let's see. And that trade like lasted really long, like hour and 6 minutes. I don't usually hold for that long. Yeah, let's see. Let me see also how this level would react. Let me just put it blue. Just put it dotted. Make it a bit light. Yeah, no, it's just not confusing. Alright, HO. Wow, HO like did a really good job. I'm gonna M5 see what's going on right there. We wanted to take HO. Closure. If your stop was right here. Yeah, nowhere to enter. Nowhere to enter HO. Like the only thing is just like aiming for that upper draw and then trying to maximize it for 2R, which would be somewhere in here. Should have been messed anyway, so. Oh my god. As I was anticipating. Yeah, by like 125, 120. Most likely like a TP. Yeah, that was. See if I still got it. Yeah, that's how much I made on that trade. She's not good. She's not good at all. Yeah, it was such a bad mistake. See, I'm just gonna close the stream once this trade HTTP. That way, like if any of you guys took it and still holding, that's beautiful. Like for me, if I was on that trade, I would probably move my stop right here. I'll probably move it right here because we got the new sweep, new invalidation level, and I will be securing at that point. How much? Like I will be securing. I'll secure by the high. I'll be securing like quite a lot. Let me see. Almost $500 at the high, so it's a good position to be in. All right, price just traded into that level, and come on, just as anticipated, man. Let's see. Come on. Let's see let's see if, as I said, by 20, it will hit TP. Come on. 30 seconds more. Come on. Trade lower. Come on, man. Give me that magnet. Where's that magnet, bro? All right. Let me see if my anticipation was correct or not. 20 more seconds to go. I think I hit it on the dot, man. By 20, I said like. I actually said like between 20 or 25, but like if 20 hits, that would be perfect, man. Come on, 5 seconds more to go. Oh, damn, bro. On the dot, bro. All right, that was a beautiful trade, which I wasn't involved in. Fuck, man. Oh my god, man. That was such a roller coaster, man. That was such a bad fail, man. My god. I would have been up 1K for the day, boys. I would have been up 1K for the day. Now I'm up $200 by a fucking stupid mistake, which I was not planning on doing. I was not intending on closing the trade, and I ended up closing it on a really bad time, man. And also, I called it on. Holy shit. Yeah, bro. I also called the fact that it's gonna hit on TP on by 20. Damn, let me check it back on stream, man. Let me check it back on stream, man. I really need that clip, man. I'm gonna post it on IG, man. I'm gonna post it on IG. I think I'm gonna post it on IG. Let me see where did I plan to put it right there. Let me see. Oh my god, look at that, bro. I cannot show it. But yeah, it was there. I will clip that. I will clip maybe this whole stream and I will post it on IG maybe. But yeah, that was a beautiful trade. We waited for it. Nah, I did not get what I was looking for. The draw was mad. The idea was clean. The management was fucked up. And yeah, getting top down. Daily, bearish. I'm trying to align myself with that expansion. 4 hour. What do we got? A retracement back into what? Into a gap. So if price wants to reverse, it will reverse off of that high. Looking at hourly, we formed that swing, that C2 candle. Candle 2, closure, confirming the high of the 10 a.m. Within that 10 a.m., we got the 2-stage BSP. So now, what am I going to be trading? This candle, the 11 a.m. after the hourly closure. dropping down at M3. What do we got? Open high. We got the closure. I took my sell right here. I had my stop at this high, and I was willing to take it to this low, and the rest is history. Yeah. That. Just as clean as that, and it's like straightforward as this. Like this, so. Now we can ask for payout, bro. Do you know that they require $200 for to count as a day, as a trading day? I'm like I'm up what 145. But I'm not gonna take a payout right now. I'm trying to get that max payout because this is my funded futures. That's not funded ticks. This one my funded futures. So, and I got the account that allows 3K withdrawal. So I'm trying to build it up to 6K buffer because you're only allowed to take 50% of your profits, and 50% of 6K would be 3K. So yeah, I'm trying to build it up to this. And if I was gonna take that trade, most likely I was gonna build it up to that account. So I was gonna be eligible for that 3K. So now I have to come back tomorrow. Oh my god, that's horrible actually. But that's alright. It happens, man. And do you know that was one of the reasons, man, why I stopped streaming? Because like my performance was so bad when I was streaming. Like my performance was so bad compared to how I trade. I was really bad. I was so picky. I am so picky for my trades, but like the pressure of streaming and stuff, and yeah, and trying to pay attention to chat and then trading and stuff. That's why like I had to like reevaluate the situation, because even though like when I was streaming I was up like I don't know 4R on like over 2 weeks, but like 4R I can make it in like 2 days. Just now I was gonna make 2R. Like that's my first day back on stream. Why? Because like I got my shit together. I was like, let me try to go over why I fucked up on live streaming. Even though like I did not lose money, I did make money. I made $1,500 on like over 2 weeks. Like the first week I made like $800, and the second week I made $700. But still, compared to how much I was risking, which is $400 to $500, that's like 3 to 4R, which is not my usual performance for like 2 weeks. So I had to like stop and reevaluate the situation, see what I was doing wrong, why I was not executing on things that I was supposed to execute on, why did I miss on a lot of trades, and I think I got a solution, and yeah, the execution shows that I'm back on track. But my fucking management fucked me up. I think there's something with me streaming, man. Like whenever I stream, a new mistake pops up. Like I don't know, but yeah, that's it, man. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Yeah, from now on, every day, the stream. So yeah, be ready, guys. So we're gonna make some money on stream, hopefully. Yeah, so that's it. See you guys. Take care. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.